Well, hello everyone and welcome to this guide on how to use Mobbin for UI UX inspiration. Every designer knows the paralyzing feeling of staring at a blank canvas in Figma. Trying to figure out how a world-class onboarding flow or a complex settings menu should actually function. In the past, we relied on conceptual shots from sites like Dribbble, but those often prioritized aesthetics over real-world functionality. Well, today we're mastering Mobbin.com, the industry's most powerful library of real-world mobile and web design patterns. Used by teams at Airbnb, Netflix, and Uber, Mobbin allows you to deconstruct the exact user journeys of the world's most successful apps. So we're going to cover everything you need to know from navigating the massive iOS and web libraries to using the dictionary, user flows, and incredible Figma plugin that lets you copy screens directly into your workspace. Also, if you want to try Mobbin yourself, you can go ahead and use my link down below in the description to access the UI UX inspiration libraries for free and improve your design workflow easily. So, let's jump into the dashboard. When you first log into Mobbin, the interface is built for speed. At the top of the site, you have your primary navigation toggles. You have your apps, which if you hover over, you can see iOS and web, and then you have sites. Then you have categories, screens, UI elements, and flows. So once you go over to apps, this is the first decision you'll make. If you're designing a native mobile experience, selecting iOS will give you screenshots that follow those specific human interface guidelines or material design standards. If you're building an SAS platform, the web tab is your best friend. Right below these, you see what we mentioned before, the categories, screens, UI elements. But if we look beneath it, after selecting what you want, you'll also see some options right here. These are the filter knobs. You have the filter itself, of which if you click, you'll see some options, and then you could switch between latest, most popular, top rated, and animations. Oh, and yes, you can switch from iOS, which is mobile, to web anytime from here. From this, you can see that Mobbin isn't just a collection of pretty pictures. It's a meticulously tagged database. Now let's look at the apps section first. When you click onto the apps, you can browse through thousands of popular applications, but searching manually is a waste of time. Instead, use the filter menu as you can see above. You can filter by category like fintech, health, fitness, or e-commerce. If you're designing a banking app, you can select finance. And this will show you how the leaders like Revolut or Wise handle their interface. You can even filter by App Store rating to see exactly what users respond to, or by country if you're doing a localized market research. Moving over to the Screens tab. This is where you get granular. Instead of looking at an entire app, you are looking for specific UI components. Under the UI Elements filter, you can search for bottom navigation, stacked lists, banner, table, button, etc. If you're struggling with how to design a profile page, just type it in the search bar. Mobbin will surface every single profile screen in its database. This allows you to perform a competitive audit in minutes rather than hours. You can see the typography hierarchy, button placements, and iconography choices made by the best product teams in the world. Now, one of the most advanced features right now is the flows section. If you click on the flows, you stop looking at static images and start looking at logic. A flow is a recorded sequence of screens that represent a specific user task, like onboarding, upgrading to Pro, or deleting an account. If we click on a flow like onboarding, Mobbin shows you the step-by-step journey a user takes. This is a game changer for UX researchers. You can see the specific copywriting used on buttons, where users are prompted for permissions, and how many steps are involved in a successful checkout. It's essentially a cheat code for UX logic. Now, as you find this inspiration, you need a way to organize it. This is where collections come in. When you've selected a flow, for example, you see the save icon or button right here. By clicking on this, you can add this asset to a custom folder by clicking on Create Collection. You might have a collection for best dark mode UIs or cleanest SAS dashboards. If you're working within a team, you can upgrade to the team plan to create shared collections. This allows your entire design team to drop inspiration into one central place, making your mood boarding process seamless and collaborative. At this point, it's clear that Mobbin is the bridge between I have an idea and I have a high-fidelity prototype. If you want to try Mobbin yourself, you can go ahead and use my link down below in the description to access UI UX inspiration libraries for free and improve your design workflow easily. Now let's talk about the dictionary feature. If you're a beginner, design jargon can be overwhelming. What exactly is a toast notification versus a snack bar? If you navigate to the dictionary link in the footer or resources menu or simply typing mobbin.com/glossary, you'll see how Mobbin provides a visual encyclopedia of UI terms. When you click a term like avatar, it doesn't just give you a text definition. It immediately shows you every live example of that pattern in the library. This is the fastest way to learn professional language of UI UX design while seeing it applied in real-world context. For the power users, we have to talk about the Figma plugin. This is where the workflow truly hits warp speed. Once you install the plugin in Figma, you can stay with your design file and pull up the Mobbin library. You can browse screens, and with a single click, you can copy to Figma. This doesn't give you a flat image. It brings a reference directly into your workspace so you can analyze the spacing and the layout side by side with your own designs. It completely removes the friction of downloading screenshots and manually dragging them into your canvas. Now let's look at the web library specifically. When you toggle to the web, you can filter for SAS, landing pages, or admin dashboards. This is perfect for designers working on complex B2B platforms. You can see how heavy hitters like Slack, Notion, or Stripe handle dense information architecture. The filters here include browser views, giving you a clear look at how responsive designs adapt to different screen sizes. The key to using Mobbin successfully is reverse engineering. Don't just copy the colors. Look at the information architecture. Look at what they put above the fold. Look at how they handle errors in your forms. Mobbin isn't about copying, it's about standing on the shoulders of giants. It's also about taking proven patterns that users already understand and applying your unique brand and creativity to them. It effectively removes the guesswork from the UX process. In conclusion, Mobbin is the ultimate weapon for any UI UX designer who wants to work faster, smarter, and with more confidence. We've covered the initial navigation of iOS and web libraries to the deep dive search of user flows and seamless Figma integration. Whether you're a junior designer building your first portfolio or a senior lead conducting a competitive audit, this platform is an essential part of the modern design stack. So if you want to try Mobbin yourself, go ahead and use my link down below in the description to access UI UX inspiration libraries for free and improve your design workflow easily. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next one.